Hello there assassins, this is Wheel and welcome back to another Wheelassassin video. In this one, I'll be giving you a grand tour of my newly built up Hawkins Middle School from, of course, Stranger Things. If you didn't go ahead and check out the gym, which is behind me, definitely go check it out. I'll drop the link to it in the description. You can go ahead and build that, and you can also build the snowball inside of the gym as well. So it's a pretty cool little feature that will be sort of incorporated onto this tutorial as well. Anywho, this is going to be the start of a new mini-series, so once this tour drops, it will give you like all a in-depth look, I guess, of what is to come throughout the mini-series when building the school. If I go ahead and fly up quickly, you can see that this school is actually very, very large. Well, maybe not as large as you might expect for a school to be, and I have sort of shortened it down a little bit just for Minecraft scale. But I do think that it's got all the features of a normal school, so if you want to build this in your city, say, not just for Stranger Things related stuff, but in a normal city, it would work great as well. Okay, let's go ahead, spin around, and get the tour started. So then, to start off the tour, we come up to the main building over here, the main entrance, where we actually do see the boys go into the school via this entrance, and 11 as well later on in the series. So, over on the left side of the sort of door, we do have the little sort of, I think it might be like an autumn celebration hay bale stand thingy for the Halloween time. Pretty cool. And then the back wall over here, that is supposed to represent the Hawkins Middle School sign on the wall of the building just there. Okay, time to go inside. Cracking open the doors, you can see a lot of iron in this area. This is supposed to represent the lockers. I went with the simplistic design because I thought it looked the best, and of course because there are so many of these, we need them to be as small as possible, but also to look like a locker. So yeah, I went with a little bit of a small design, but if anyone wants to change that up, be my guest. Okay, over here is the reception window. So this is actually where you can come up and be like talking to the receptionist or something. Maybe I should probably break some of that glass so you can talk to the receptionist. But anyway, on the left is the reception. By the way, these are security cameras. And of course the bell up there as well. Okay, so reception. This is actually where any visitors for the school, maybe some, you know, stand-in teachers or something like that, they can come down, take a seat for a second, wait for the head teacher to come and greet them or whatever. You've got like a water dispenser over here, a little bin in the corner. Just some nice little murals on the wall instead of paintings, which looks good. Over here you actually have the receptionist desk with the two telephones. And I used a set picture, which was about here, I believe. You could see that the lady sat at the desk here. And then on her sort of left was the window. And then you could also see a little bit of design back here as well. Even like a poster of, I think it was a president on the wall over here. So I'm not certain. I might be wrong about that. But I'll put the picture on screen anyway right now, so you guys can see what I'm on about over here. Cool stuff. Okay, so then onto the staff room, which is just past the reception. So in here, you've probably seen the staff room before. If you haven't, well, you're good. You're a good kid, because normally, you know, the staff room would be closed off for the students and the kids, so you kind of just have to like peep in by yourself. I didn't do that, of course not. Anywho, this is the staff room, so this is where the staff can come and, you know, have a drink, have a snack and whatnot, get away from the kids for a while, and maybe even prepare some lessons in here as well. I've even incorporated a little bit of a kitchenette type thing back here for any of the, you know, the teachers and whatnot. They can grab their snacks from the fridge, maybe even warm it up in a oven or microwave or whatnot, and yeah, just take a second to relax. So that's a really quite a nice place, quite a simple place as well. Back out to the hallway. So down the corridor, we go down here. You've got the big old Hawkins Middle School logo of the sort of, is it like a tiger print? You know how hard that was to build that on that scale? That was a nightmare. I built the entire building and then I had to build that, and I was like, oh no, I've messed up here because I can't actually fit that in to my school. But luckily I came up with this weird looking clover design, and I think it works okay. I mean, it's definitely not the greatest. Definitely not as good as the Hawkins gym one over here. Let me just quickly fly over this way so you can see what I'm on about. Yeah, there it is. This one. I tried to make this one, but because of the way I built the corridor and the hallway, it would have to be like dead center to match up with the corridor that goes down here. So yeah, I had to double it in size a little bit. So that's a little bit annoying, but again, if anyone wants to change that design up when you build your own, feel free to do so. Right, we're going to take a sharp right now. We're going to go down here. the radio room. This is one of my favourite spots from building this entire school, because we do actually see the radio room so much in the show. I mean, the kids love their technology, and especially the radios. And I can remember Dustin especially getting super excited about this new radio that's just come in. And Mr. Clarke, the legend that he is, actually did sort of, let the boys use this room a lot just to sort of expand their knowledge on radios, really. It's pretty cool. Technology was a big deal back then. It still is a big deal now, but of course it was much more incredible back then because it was so new, I guess. But yeah, so that's the radio room right there. Mr. Clarke, by the way, what an absolutely awesome character. If anyone did have a teacher like this in their school, let me know in the comments down below, because I'd love to hear. I actually did have a teacher myself in primary school who was a legend like Mr. Clarke was. He used to sort of do stuff with us like that, fun things, take us into the radio room. Although we didn't have a radio room at school, it was like he would make sure the lessons always incorporated the TV. And you know how like special having a TV is in school. So he'd like bring in the TV and we'd watch like horrible histories on it all the time. If you've never heard of horrible histories, you gotta go watch it, guys. Brilliant. But yeah, Mr. Garbett his name was, and he was an absolute legend. Shout out to Mr. Garbett. If you're watching, thank you so much, Mr. Garbett. Okay, anyway, onwards with the tour. Okay, so down here, you've got the boys' bathroom. Nothing too special. You know what a boys' bathroom looks like. Urinal, you've got the two toilets, then you've got like the sort of sinks and bins and whatnot. And of course the hand dryers over here. We do see one picture in here because I think it's when Dustin is looking for Dart and he kind of checks the toilet. I'm not sure if it's the middle school though, or a different place. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the sort of camera is facing about here, maybe, and you see sort of Dustin on his knees trying to look in the toilet for Dart. Poor Dart, going for a swim. But yeah, down here you've got the other exit to the building or entrance, and then over here you've got another classroom. I made this kind of like a English or a maths class to make sure it actually looks like a school. So you've got the chalk and rubber on the wall there. You've got the big old blackboard. You've got the teacher's seat over here. Looks very stern. And then of course you've got all the pupils' seats back here. That's supposed to represent a whiteboard, by the way. Again, the picture I used for this classroom was literally just facing the door and a slight bit of the desk, which is really awkward for me. But I'm pretty sure it was Lucas in the doorway, and he went looking for something. I don't remember what it was. Again, I need to watch the show like 300 times more, which is, it's not a problem at all. Quite happily do that. But yeah, I've completely forgotten some stuff. But I'm pretty sure it was Lucas stood at the doorway. Okay, out of that classroom, back down the corridor. Going along here, we have the head teacher's office. Now this is where you see Mike, Will and Dustin. Oh no, I think it might have been Lucas. Yes, Mike, Lucas and Dustin. They're sat in here. That's when Will's gone missing actually. And the head teacher comes in, and so does Hopper. Little Minecraft pun just there, by the way. And they're sitting on the sofa. The window's just behind them. I've actually got a picture which is taken from about here. So I'll put it on the screen now. You can see where the kids should be. And then you've got the window behind them as well. But anyway, they're talking about when Will's disappeared. Hopper's trying to get some information out of them, and the kids are arguing about like names of the road and stuff like that. So it's quite amusing. Then we have like the whole details behind Hopper and the head teacher's seat. So I went ahead and incorporated these into the sort of scene here as well. So again, I've got a set picture I can show you just on screen right now. And the head teacher sat over here. You've got Officer Callahan over here, and then you've got Hopper just sat there as well. Quite a cool scene. Okay, back down this way. Let's take a sharp left. Oh, spoilers. I'm not going to show you that just yet. Girls' bathroom. Again, pretty similar to the boys' bathroom. We've just got a load more stools. We've got the hand dryers again, all the sinks, and of course the bin as well. So not much details in here. And again, I don't think we actually saw it in the show. It's not really an important room. So yeah, I just went ahead and I knew that it was going to be in the building, of course, but I wasn't really sure what to go off with it. So please excuse me if you know anything about the girls' bathroom from Stranger Things. A little bit more than I do. That's the weirdest thing I've said all day. But yeah, you can maybe change it up as well. Okay, so back this way, we've got like another exit to the school. You don't, of course, go ahead and see Steve's house when you exit the school normally, but in my room you do. Okay, anyway, this is the confectory? I haven't said that word in ages. this is where the kids can come and get their lunch, really. There's also a little bit of rubbish on the floor because it is a, you know, a building full of children, and kids make a lot of mess. So we've got, like, you know, a bunch of seats in here where they can all hang out and just have their lunch together. You've got the bins, you've got like some goo sticking out of the bin. Ugh, disgusting, because you know how that is. Someone puts like a bit of yogurt in there and starts dripping down the side of it. You know, we've all been there. It's disgusting. We've got the little notice board up here that says the snowball will be at 7 PM and the dress code is formal. And then we actually do have, of course, the middle school gym across the road with the snowball in it. A little notice here as well, remember to return your library books, guys. Always remember that. You don't want to get fined by that creepy old lady that works there. Okay, anywho, we've got the actual place you can come and get your lunch. So you grab the little tray, you come up here, and you kind of work your way along here, being served your lunch, and then you get to this way, and this is kind of like the crock pots. I think they're called crock pots. Excuse me if I'm wrong about that. But they kind of heat your food up, and then they constantly heat the food, so they can just be constantly served different meals and stuff without having to reheat everything constantly. We've got some more storage back here, and then we've got the little kitchen back here as well. So not much details, but you got the essentials. You got the fridge, you got the sort of kegs, not for storing alcohol. Come on, guys, it's for storing, say, vegetables, something like that. And then we've got, like, you know, the oven and whatnot as well. Out here is actually the back of the school, and if we jump down here, there's a little bit of detail with the dumpster there. But yeah, it's definitely from season 2, this one. I'll see if I can find it when editing, so I can give you the exact sort of picture I'm looking at here. But we do actually see this a lot on the back of the building. Here we go. So we actually see Lucas jumping over this bin. We've got Max kind of about here, maybe? Maybe I built this wrong. Oh no. So Max is about here. I think that's Mike as well. And then we actually have Dustin over here as well. So yeah, I think I built it a little bit wrong. Oh man, that's my bad. Okay, maybe I can fix that before we do the tutorial. Who knows? Or if you like that way, keep it that way and then just change it when you need to. But anywho, that is what that is for anyway. Okay, back with the tour. So down the bottom here is the trophy cabinet for the school. So if any of the pupils, you know, they work with the sports team or whatnot, they get some trophies for the school, they go ahead and display them in this cabinet at the end of the corridor. Now in my primary school, in schools here in the UK, we don't really have trophy cabinets as such. They're not like as a big deal, I guess, as American ones. So we usually just, you know, say if the school has earned something because of sport related things, it kind of just sits in the reception. It doesn't really do much. So yeah, we don't really have those in the UK, but yeah, I think in the US ones they're quite profound, aren't they? They're everywhere. Another little wall fountain here with a nice dustbin. Then we have like another notice board here, just with some random stuff on it, you know. Also just, yeah, again, like I said, random stuff like a Steve head. And then we have Mr. Clarke's classroom. This is the one we've all been waiting for. Mr. Clarke is super excited about this one. Let's pop on inside. Okay, so inside we have the notice board again, and it says like Mr. Clarke's quiz. You need to not forget it because it's homework. You have the science fair on Saturday the 22nd. 22nd of what? I'm not sure. Then we do actually have the sort of board over here. Again, I do have a lot of pictures inside this classroom, so it was really good to work from those, try and incorporate as many details as possible. Over here again we have the blackboard, but we also have the sort of periodic table over on the left side of the board as well, where they can you know, check out all of the different bits and bobs they need to and get all the information from this board really. Let me see if I can find a picture of this so I can refer to it as we go. Alright, so if I come out from behind the desk, we can actually see this picture is taken from about a little bit further back, so about here, kind of immersed with the students. So there you have Mr. Clarke giving a sort of lesson on the human brain over here. This is actually in the first season, I believe, as well. If I'm mistaken about that, please let me know. Oh, it's chapter 1 Mad Max, so it's season 2. Okay, cool. Okay, so yeah, Mr. Clarke is kind of stood about here. He has all his books and stuff on the left side of the desk. He has this lamp over here, represented with an end rod, because lamps are just not a thing in Minecraft, which is sad. We do actually have I think it could be a beaver, just over here, like a little beaver kind of stuffed thing just there. And yeah, there's a little file cabinet in the corner as well. 2 of them. back into the classroom. Of course, we all know what happened here in Season 1, and especially what happened up there at the blackboard in Season 1. This was an amazing scene. This is probably one of my favourite scenes in any TV show of all time. So, again, in the classroom, we have all the different bits and bobs. You can see another photo taken from about here. We've got Lucas and Dustin just sat there. We've also got Mike and Will in the photo as well. And then back behind them, you can see all the cabinets in the backdrop there. And it just looks awesome. Another picture from this area is also the one of Mr. Clarke, when Max actually gets taken into the school for the first time, into the class for the first time, by Principal Coleman. So they're coming through that door down there, and then you can see the board behind them a little easier as well. Nice. Okay, like I said, there's so many pictures of this classroom. It's really, really helpful for me to kind of work with. But yeah, we do actually have a lot of details in here. Bunsen burners at the back so the kids can do their experiments. Mostly file cabinets though, you know, display cabinets or whatnot. We do actually have some boards up here that the kids can display their work on, stuff like that. Back here, I wasn't sure what these two rooms were representing, not gonna lie, so I just made them storage rooms and also like sciencey rooms, if that makes sense. It was really, really difficult. I saw doors, but there was no pictures behind the doors, if you know what I mean, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, just had to go on my gut on that one. Another storage area just here as well. But yeah, this is probably my favourite classroom of all time. Like, this is probably my favourite build for Stranger Things so far. This was so fun to make. But yeah, I think that's about it, to be honest. I think that is the whole school covered now. Crazy. It is going to be quite a long mini-series, not going to lie. I'm not sure how many episodes just yet. You know how I get with episodes. I say, like, there'll be 5, and they'll end up being, like, 50. So, I don't want to do another Star Court with this one. It's not going to be as long as Star Court. Goodness me. No, no way. But, yeah, definitely be on the lookout. I'll keep you posted when episodes are going to drop and whatnot. And I'll try and get this series started very soon. But thank you so much for watching, Assassins. I really, really do appreciate your support. It really does mean a lot to me. Thank you for voting on the fact you'd like to see this build first. I do, of course, have many, many more Stranger Things tutorials to come as well. It's just this one and the family video and arcade were actually ready to be filmed as well. So it was kind of just a little bit of a choice whether you wanted to see this one or that one first. And you chose this one, which is awesome. So yeah. Thank you for staying by until the end, really do appreciate that so much. If you want to go ahead and follow me on my social medias, all the links will be in the description. You'll see all the logos on screen right away. There we go. And drop a like if you did enjoy this one. Let me know how excited you are in the comments down below for this tutorial series. And if you're new around here, please consider subscribing, joining the Assassinhood today, 100% freely of course, and you'll never miss an upload. Just be awesome. Goodbye for now, Assassins. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you very, very shortly. Goodbye for now.